Hey, it's Mike Spinelli. This is Road Testament. We've got JF Musial here. We're going to be talking about the Geneva Motor Show. Some of the cars are starting to come out. Pre-show, the show starts May 6th for the press days?
Well, no, not May 6th, March 6th.
That's the other May.
Yeah, the
March,
other M.
March the other May. Hit us up on @Drive on Twitter if you want to join the conversation. Let us know what you think and suggest stuff.
Or yell at us.
Or yell. Yeah, because you do that and it's cool.
So what's first?
BMW M6, the new one.
This is the third generation M6, and it has the 4.4 liter V8 twin turbo in it.
Same as the M5 now, right?
M5,
but
so it's
tweaked a little.
560 horsepower, if I stand corrected. Yes,
Pretty
560. Yeah, 552 in the US. I got to tell you, I hated the design of the old 6 Series, and I think this is a massive leap forward for the M6.
It is design-wise. I always thought the last M6 was like the 1970 GTO of BMWs.
Well, they slapped the body kit on it. They put the V10 motor in it, and the powertrain kind of.
Yeah, I mean.
Transmission.
And suspension, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it was never their most tight, most spry. It's a GT car, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So GT car, and it was kind of weird with the V10. It was sort of like the F1 design, the F1 mojo, I guess, from the motor. But it was a GT car.
But this is actually the most important part of the car, the interior. Now, we look at all the new sports cars out there, M, AMG, RS. We'll get to the RS4. They just feel like body kits with new motors in them.
Wow, you are cynical.
Well, I'm being honest here. But what BMW has done different with the M6 is this interior. And it really comes down to that steering wheel.
Well, it's funny. On a previous show, we were talking about steering wheels. And I got to say, BMW has figured out a way to make a steering wheel cool and sort of with the old hub and not this giant, airbag receptacle device, airbag device, whatever.
Well,
it just looks better.
They have certain regulations they have to abide by. And
sure.
The airbag regulations are getting so much more strict, and the devices have to be so much bigger and so much more cumbersome. They designed a great steering wheel around a crappy.
And a lot of their other cars have this now too. So this is just cool.
I love the design. I love the way BMW interiors. We've always said Audi interiors have been superior, but I think BMW has come a long way in that department. And I actually love the design of this car. I love the interior. It's cool.
It's definitely on its game with the interior. I always loved BMW gauges also. But again, the M6 was never my favorite BMW M car.
Agreed.
And so maybe we'll see when this thing comes out if it's a little bit tighter, a little bit faster. We'll see. Cool. Next, Porsche Boxster. All right, so not a brand new car. Some updates visually and also a little bit.
The platform has changed substantially, but the problem with Porsche has always been the Boxster has been considered the entry-level secretary car.
Don't say secretary car. We don't say secretary anymore. We say executive assistant.
This
it's the executive assistant's car.
This thing looks badass.
I love.
It's got remnants of the Carrera GT. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And everyone I speak to, especially the back end. Look at that back end. It's this new. They're adding this new design line to the 911 has that new design element in the back. It's a new line in the car. Boxster now has it. I love
the new font, the new old font.
The new old font.
The new old font.
But I think the car looks fantastic.
Well, the Boxster is a great car. Boxster is a great car.
And want to know something? One of the funnest cars I've ever driven in my entire life.
It still is.
Yeah.
And yet you malign it with the secretary's car.
I don't think that. I do not think that. I'm just saying that that's the reputation that Porsche has had to fight for a few generations. I've loved the Boxster more so than actually some
Boxster S is a really, really super fun car to drive.
Awesome. I cannot wait to drive this. Hopefully I'll drive it soon.
love this new treatment over here.
The best part about this whole situation is the lack of lines. They've eliminated the lines. There's only the door and then the one line here, and then this whole thing will pop up. It's awesome. Awesome.
Very Corvette. I don't want to just.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I'd blow your mind right there.
Okay.
Next
up.
No. Wow. All right. So
the Audi RS4.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Have they mentioned this on Audi World yet?
Quattro World now.
Sorry, that's right.
I gotta tell you.
Sorry, Quattro World.
I've been a fan of Audi for. It's no secret. I've been a fan of Audi for years.
Yes.
I own an Audi. I love RS models.
Yeah.
And when this came out, I loved them and then I hated them.
Really?
I love the fact that they introduced the car as an Avant, because that's how the
Okay.
original B5 RS4 came out, as an Avant. I like the fact that it's very aggressive, but it's nothing different than what we've seen for the past 3 RS models. The TTRS, the RS6, there's nothing special about it.
No, by nothing.
It's got a front. It's the honeycomb front grille as expected.
Wait, so you're talking design-wise?
Yeah.
It's just not doing it.
Yeah, and it's still the 4. It's now a hand-built 4.2 liter V8.
Well, they keep improving. By the way, that's a great engine, and we're probably not going to see that. Well, it'll probably stick around in some form for a while. But
I love the fact that they released it as Avant. Another cool feature: the back rotors are not actually true circles.
did
They're
you see
actually
those?
cut out.
Yeah, the cutouts.
That's a
are
cool
kinda
design
cool.
element.
Is that for cooling? Or is that a design element?
That's more of a design element in the back. But
Well, because I can't. I mean, are you seeing the
cutouts, they have a little cut. It's not a pure circular.
The rotor itself?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is there an engineer? As an engineer, do you know that there's a? Or am I putting you on the spot?
Yeah,
That's all right. I forget it.
I don't know what the engineers at Ingolstadt are thinking, but anyway, it's cool. But
And it's only the rear rotors, by the way. It's not the front rotor.
this is what when this car came out, it
Yeah.
had such a stance because it was so different. It was so unique and different.
Now, by the way, I just want to mention that the Avant is one of those cars that only automotive journalists and enthusiasts love, but in America.
But there's a reason for it.
Well, I know, but we're never going to see this car here. Not this one. We're never going to see the new Avant in America. We're just not. They don't sell. And anyway, we complain, and we've said this to BMW people and Audi people, and they're just like, look, buy the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
We would put it out in America if more than 1 or 2 people bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying.
So the reasons for an Avant, if you don't know, is that it has better weight distribution. The thing about this car that's unique, and actually I was reading up about it, it has a lot of the same driving dynamic. Well, it's got the same center diff as I think the Gallardo had when it was initially released. So it can put up to 85% of the power to the rear wheels when you need it, which is very cool, or 70% to the front wheels.
Yeah.
Well, so that's a very cool. I love the Quattro system, how far it's developed and where it can put the power when it needs it.
They've spent a ton of time on their differential stuff trying to get it to perform like a true rear-wheel drive car.
Yeah.
But also, they've moved the motor back a little bit in this generation, right? So it's not as nose heavy. It is more neutral than the previous one. I'm sure the RS is going to be awesome.
But this car has the same footprint as the original RS6. It's a huge car.
They keep getting bigger.
Bigger.
No,
What's
true.
next, Josh? This is
All right,
all you.
so this is all me. Mazda Takeri. This actually was shown first in Japan in November, but I just wanted to throw this up there because this I think is going to be in Geneva. But Mazda is sort of like an orphaned company right now. I mean, they're not. They used to be strongly a part of Ford.
For an
Now it's
orphan, they're
much
doing
more,
quite well with their design.
I gotta say, well, that's they really need these cars, the new 6, to stand out in the design.
And it most certainly does stand out, but you know damn well that it will not look like that in production form or anything like it.
Probably not. Yeah, you're not.
Because Mazda is very good at producing amazing concept cars. Their concept cars are awesome.
Yes.
And then when it goes to production, it's
But the Mazda 6 has been the previous generation, the generation out now has been this forgotten car.
Yeah.
And I just think I kind of feel bad for it. I see 1 or 2 on the road once in a while.
Yeah.
I just feel so bad.
I drove
for
one
them.
cross country. You know that?
You did.
Yeah, Mazda 6 rental car, and it was not a fun experience.
Well, it's, I just feel bad for the car. I just would love to see them, show a little bit more savoir-faire, as it were.
What's next? Yes.
Morgan.
Yes, Morgan Plus 8.
By the way, is that Corey Feldman driving? Oh, you're too young to actually know who Corey Feldman is. You got to be kidding me. That's totally Corey Feldman driving.
So why do we like Morgan?
Why do we like Morgan? Because, first of all, Charles Morgan is a nutbag in the best way you possibly could be.
Yes, agreed.
And that is that, he's taking the best of old cars, the raw experience and using modern technology. And he's really, really, really into using the latest technology, the latest engineering stuff.
Well, this still uses the old BMW motor, the old M5 block. I still do believe it's got the it's got the 4.8 liter V8, 390 horsepower. described as a true driver's car.
Right, but
What Morgan isn't a driver's car?
I mean,
you
just
never
saying,
see,
like-
you never see your mother buy a Morgan and say, I just want to go around town.
if my mother bought a Morgan, I would run for the hills. I mean,
It's got 23 miles per gallon combined, 4.5 seconds to 60, and 155 miles an hour in that.
It's pretty
Imagine
cool.
that windscreen at 155 miles an hour.
But here's another thing. This is like another totally culturally, it's sort of a cultural icon from Britain that we are never going to really see here.
Never.
I mean, there are some that are legal in America.
Yes, some.
But it's really it's like super British. It's
Yeah.
like you can't get more British than this. You drive around America, in one of these.
You're cool.
Well, you're cool, but people might look at you a little strange.
What's next? Next.
Oh, what the hell?
This is a leaked
that a blob?
patent sketch, rather rendering from.
Oh, it's my eyesight. Wait a minute. Let me back up a little bit.
This is an Infiniti, right? Or
Yeah,
Nissan slash Infiniti.
It's Nissan / Infiniti. It's the Emerge E, which when you put this
Wait,
in
go back. This design element right here is so badass. I love that. That's Alfa Romeo 4C line right
Yeah,
there.
exactly. That is.
And that's so cool how awesome design. I think Infiniti has been top notch in the past few years of really stepping their game up. Their investment into Red Bull Racing was a great move, and their concepts have been looking better and better every auto show.
It's very true. And also, now it's the Emerge. See, now again with these stupid names, Emerge
Hold on.
E.
Look at the notes Mike has, and then look at my notes. I have to point out the fact
Everything
that
is here. It's
okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Are you lost in those 4 lines?
no, but I didn't write down my the Emerge E, where when you put this thing in water and you drink it,
Yeah.
you won't get sick.
Oh, really? Emergency.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Dick,
You're
sorry.
good. We'll keep going to the shots.
But
it's,
anyway-
it's a cool design.
It's an interesting design. By the way, these are just the patent sketches, and that's why they look so
Well,
weird.
they look like they're renderings with that car, but this is the design of the car.
Right, and this is what they send to the patent office. By the way,
Awesome, 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 awesome.
okay, now interesting, let's just put it this way. 1.2 liter gas engine
Yeah.
with a hybrid system electric motor also.
Yeah.
So they're doing, the cool thing to do when you're an automaker right now is to do a hybrid sports car. And
Yeah.
this is their version.
It's awesome.
But I would love to see Nissan go up against Acura with the new NSX thing. It's the same basic
Same
principle.
The Jaguar CX-75, that's great
Yeah.
competitor to that. Very cool.
So are we entering a kind of renaissance or renaissance?
Ooh. I
Whatever,
like what you did there.
of hybrid supercars.
I think we are.
I think we might be.
Audi e-tron,
Yeah, Audi e-tron.
the BMW 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. What's next, Joshua?
Oh, what the
This is a mule. Thank you to World Car Fans for the spy shot. This is the Ferrari 620 Mule, which is expected to be revealed.
Is that the real name, the mule?
Yes.
The
It's-
620
it
Mule?
carries drugs, yes.
In its tailpipe?
So it's the 620. It's a replacement to the 599. The thing about this car is, of course, it's going to have a bigger engine displacement, 620 as
Yeah.
opposed to 599. I don't think it's going to be that much different in terms of design, other than the front end looking a lot like the 458. From what we've seen from spy shots, the back end looks a lot like the 599.
Now,
Did I take your breath away right there?
well, no. Perhaps the pinnacle of GT motoring at this point, right now. the
You almost
599.
had the nerdy voice in here.
Well, it's like trying to keep
So you
it
can
away.
actually start seeing the 458 front end there. It's becoming a design language.
I gotta say, can I just say one thing? I actually hate looking at spy shots now.
Why?
I just am so tired of looking at spy shots.
Yeah.
Because every time, they come out and you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, they put a bunch of horse blankets on it to make sure that
Well,
we
of
don't know
course.
what it looks like.
Well, that's their
And then
job.
we like to speculate. I'm exhausted today. I'm just tired. I don't know. It's something. Look, the 599 is BMW's. Jesus,
You're good.
Is the 599 is Ferrari's V12 monster, the pinnacle of its V12.
I suspect
line.
the 620 will include a lot of technology that we'll start seeing in the new Enzo replacement.
That's what I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, so there will be some kind of KERS/hybrid technology in this car, I suspect.
Like the FF. But not like the FF. You mean more of a KERS kind of
regenerative braking. Stuff, trickle-down technology from F1.
From F1, yeah. More so than
Who
the
the F knows, because at this point we know
Who the
nothing.
F knows, Ferrari?
What's next? Are we done? Yeah, we're done.
Wow, we're done.
Thank you.
Hit us up at Drive on Twitter, as we said, or just leave the comments below.
Yeah.
And let us know what you think of these cars.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Thanks. You know Seamus O'Hoonigan?